What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. I just officially doubled my first Forex account.
Yes.
So when I bought my house, I had to withdraw all my money from Forex. And 4 weeks ago, I put $1,000 into my Forex account, and I just wanted to see what I could do with that. And one thing I noticed, that when you only have $1,000 in your account, you're very careful and selective. At least I am. And I think that might have been the piece to the puzzle that I was missing. So, yeah, we had some slow weeks. Like, you know, I was up like $300, and then I was up $400. And I was up to $1,400, and then I got knocked back to $1,200, and then I was back to 14 and change. Had a couple other small losses, but then had a huge winner. Aussie USD. This week, crushed it with Aussie USD. Just destroyed it. But, yeah. You can see right here, $2,238. So I'm going to withdraw, and I already started the withdraw process. It just hasn't, like, made it to this thing yet. But I withdrew $1,200. It cost me $20 to do it. So I'll be left with $1,008.37. And we're going to see if we can double this 1,000 again. That's the goal. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to double her again. Hopefully. Yeah, we will. We will double it again. So, this week, let's see. I had USD CAD. I bought this to the upside. I saw the market maker's their little footprint. I saw price come down with authority. Take out a low. Start moving back up with authority. And when I noticed this, price was right at this high. And I was like, son of a gun. They're going to push this market higher. So I entered a buy right there. And rode this up a little bit. And took it and got out. Other than that, Aussie USD, like I was saying last week, I was just going to kind of nurse the position that I had from last week. So this was a 2-week swing trade, basically. We had an entry here. Not the best entry, but, you know, it'll do. Price passed through, came back down. I had 2 positions opened here. As soon as we got back down to this zone, I took profit on one, just in case. I let the other one run. And then on Sunday, last Sunday, I was saying if price retraces back up, which I did have a position right here, because I was looking for price to kind of retrace back to this 382 Fibonacci retracement and then go down. But it came all the way up to this zone. These zones are, yeah, these zones are obviously important, more than the old Fibonacci. So, yeah, I had a small loss here because I had entry and I did put a stop loss on this. So it came up, stopped me out, small loss. No big deal because this position that was up here, I couldn't have timed the exit any better if I tried. I put a take profit at the weekly shoulder line of the weekly candle. Right at the shoulder line, I put my take profit. And you can see price came down and just kissed it. Just kissed it, man. Took me out. Beautiful. And then on Thursday night, I went for a little scalp. I sold Aussie USD from these highs right here, right at the shoulder line. And I got filled like to the T. It dropped Thursday night into Friday morning, and I noticed price was here, and I was up another $130 Friday morning, and I'm like, dude, just take the money, get out. It's Friday. Just close it all down, shut it down. And I took profit right there before it launched up again. I was like, yes, yes. So yeah, I had a good week. But now we're going to try to do this again. So price is kind of like in a weird spot for me. There's a few little clues, I think, possibly. You notice, like, I mean, back here, I thought we were going to, like, drop into this bigger correction here and then start heading down. But that's not the case. It's just been moving sideways for months. So I'd have to imagine and assume that price is probably going to continue to do that. You know, things are kind of like uncertain. We're not sure what's going on, like the Fed and inflation, and, you know, Biden's not doing jack shit. So, I mean, you know, things are kind of up in the air. So I'd have to imagine, you see, like, this giant double top sitting here. There's plenty of liquidity up here that I'm sure before they move this market lower to another dimension, they're going to want to scoop this up and drag it down. So I would have to imagine that price is going to work its way back up there. So I think what I'm going to be looking for is longs. But there's a possibility we get one more drop to the downside, potentially. And we have red flag news on Thursday this week for USD. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm probably not going to trade, period. Unless I see like a little scalp that I can maybe small risk kind of take it, get in, get out. I saw one that I might potentially take if price cooperates. If GBP JPY makes another little move up into this 182 area, like so, I might go for this drop, and whatever that drop is, I'm just going to take it and get out. Yeah, I might look for small stuff like that, or just look for clues, like, you know, them taking out a low or something, and getting, like with USD CAD. I saw they took out the low. Okay, looks like they might send it up. I jumped in, made some money, got out. I might look for small stuff like that, but I'm going to be preparing myself for another weekly, you know, swing trade, because that made me some money. So I want to try to do that again, but obviously we're not going to get those every week. We have to be like patient and wait for price to get in the right spot before we strike. So yeah, looking at the weekly candles, it does look like that potentially we have another drop coming. Because this just, I don't know if that looks like a reversal to me. If I imagine another candle next to it, I would imagine that we'll get another wick, you know, down, another candle body, and then potentially, you know, start heading up. Well, that's the horrible candle I just drew. But what I'm thinking is, I'm not going to trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and just see what price does. Right? Just watch Aussie, and obviously you could do this with like NZD USD, Aussie USD, Euro USD. I mean, they all kind of, you know, Euro could potentially wiggle its way up into this zone, and then, you know, maybe this takes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for it to wiggle its way up there. Thursday, red flag news, boom, it makes another move down. Then into next week, we get the reversal and start heading back up. Maybe something like that is what I'm thinking. So Aussie USD, yeah, if this thing wants to just correct its way up into this zone, I might look for a sell up here. If this is where price is right before red flag news, if price is like right by this zone before red flag news, I'm going to take this trade to the downside. But if price either comes into this zone or is close to this zone, right at red flag news, I'm going to buy from this zone. So those are my two, like, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm looking for a buy from this zone regardless. Like, if this thing climbs up, we get a sell on Thursday, right? It comes down Thursday, corrects, drops. I don't know, maybe it takes a couple of days. We get back down into this zone. Then we have another piece of red flag news the following week. And then it reverses things and sends this back up towards that double top. But regardless, this looks like, this looks like a decent area. I mean, I'm trying to see it. Do I have it like... Should it be more like that? Yeah. Yeah, I might go with something like that. But again, we'll have to see. I might even hop in if it just takes out this low. But I think this zone is where we want to be getting in. Somewhere in here. For a move up. And if price comes down into here, right, for Thursday, and then starts making its move up, then I'm going to disregard this zone. I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to hold this trade from this zone all the way up to take out this high. And then once that high is taken out, then we get back in short here. Like, very short. If and when Aussie USD makes it up into this zone, I'm going hella short. Like, freaking all in kind of short. For this leg back down, 100%. Because the trend is still down. Yeah, I want to be sticking with the trend. But the trend is, weekly wise, is sideways. So we're going to trade it sideways, I guess. So yeah, that is the plan. And yeah, other than that, I might just scan for some small jobs if we can here. So Euro CAD. Yeah, this looks like potentially if we can get a pullback here, this might be worth hopping in to the upside here, Euro CAD. Yeah, look at that. Weekly chart. Bullish engulfing. Nice wicks. So, yeah, any pullback in Euro CAD, I might be throwing a position in that for the next leg to the upside. And yeah, other than that, we will see what happens this week. Make sure you subscribe. See you later.